Okay, as many of you probably know, today is the first day of the Steam Summer Sale of 2017. So I thought I'd record some gameplay and then I can show you guys some deals while you're looking at the gameplay, I guess. I'm gonna look around the store. I don't know how I'm gonna do this exactly. Give me a second. I think I have an idea. Okay, I'm not sure if this worked, but if it did, then my desktop probably popped up in the top right corner. But it's gonna be too tiny to show you guys if I for you guys to actually see what's on it. But if I find a game that I think is actually at a really good deal, then I'll pop it up so you guys can see what it is clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna open up Steam halfway. And is there any deal? Is there any deal? My recommendation for you guys, I'm gonna give you guys some tips for the summer sale as well. One of my biggest tips is when you're buying games, either for yourself or for a family member or something, make sure to check is there any deal.com, because then you can check how that game's been priced recently and if the company didn't just bump up the game right before the Steam sale just to say, oh, 80% discount, when on the usual price it's only like 5 or 10% off. Okay, I guess we should start with the top sellers that are on sale, because if they're the top sellers, obviously the most people, it's they have the largest web of people. Okay, Hitman for $23. I think that's actually a pretty good deal. Okay. Dead by Daylight. Let me check that one. I have heard good things about this game. Yeah, I guess it's at its historical low right now, so you cannot go wrong with Dead by Daylight. It's not like you're paying a bad price, because lowest it's ever been. Fallout 4 is currently $14.99, and I know if you don't have the game by now, you're probably like, oh my, $14.99, what a steal. But honestly, if you waited this long and you still don't have Fallout 4, I would just recommend waiting, because you just know that the Game of the Year edition is coming soon. Bethesda does that with almost all their games, because right now you'll have to pay the $14.99 for the game, and then you're gonna have to drop another $43 just for the season pass. So you're paying basically $60 for both. But if you wait till the Game of the Year edition comes out, it'll go on sale really soon, and it'll probably be like $40 for the game and the season pass. Okay, well, Steam was officially hugged to death, and the entire website was down for quite a while. So, I don't mean to say quite a while. It was like 20 minutes. Anyway, I've now started searching in the games under $10, because if you're anything like me, money is tight. So you gotta look for the super deals. First deal I spotted right here, Shadow of Mordor for $3.99. If you haven't picked this game up already, you owe it to yourself to pick it up. Let me check mine. Right. Let's look one more time here on the front page. Super hot. I've heard that game's really good, especially if you have VR. If you don't, it's understandable. Deft is another really great game, and Abzu, but there was just a humble bundle with a bunch of C games for like $10. So if you didn't get that, and then you buy these games, I don't know, it's sort of like a gut punch, especially when that C bundle has come back twice now, I think. So I'd rather just wait for it to come again. But one C game that was not in that bundle was Subnautica, and I just saw it. I can't remember how much. Subnautica $9.99. If you don't have that, that's also a great pick. Stardew Valley, I don't know how many times I've heard people tell me about Stardew Valley. $8.99. That's like a hamburger with maybe an extra fries. And then you get to grow an entire farm. If you don't have Rocket League by this point, come on, what are you doing now? $11.99, that's all it costs. Hitman, the complete first season is $23. I don't want to be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that's the all-time low. It is the all-time low. If you're a fan of Hitman, this supposedly, from what I've heard, is the best Hitman of them yet. So, H1Z1, King of the Hill. If you have a GTX 1080 and an i7, come on, you'll run it well. What do you mean? It's only $9.99. Rust, honestly, I don't even know about that, so I'm not going to give my opinion about it, but I've heard a lot. Terraria looks super fun, but I've not played it. Fallout New Vegas, if you don't have enough to drop for Fallout 4 right now, or if you're waiting for the Game of the Year edition, like I said, pick up Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3. Try to get their Game of the Year editions, and it'll definitely hold you out until then. Or if you want to stick to Bethesda but you don't want to play Fallout, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Game of the Year edition. This game is a treat and a half. Borderlands 2. If you don't have the Borderlands game, just pick them all up. They're amazing. They're great. Pick them all up. Sid Meier's Civilization 5. Honestly, I have not moved on to Civ 6 just because of how much content Civ 5 has. If you and a couple friends pick it up, I assure you, you guys will spend hours upon hours grinding out your civilizations in this game. Portal 2 and Left 4 Dead 2, those are sort of just classics, and they're only $2. So, I mean, not a bad pickup. BioShock Infinite for only $7.49, that's a pretty good deal in my book. Steam continues to get hit by the hug of death. Mafia 3. Hopefully I can even click on the thing. But from what I've heard, it is a shit storm. It takes like a GTX 1080 just to run it at 60 FPS at 1080p. Unless you're like a super hardcore fan of the series and you absolutely have to have it, my recommendation is don't get it. At least until either they take another look at it and try to fix it, or if they don't, just don't get it. Let them try again next time. The Call of Duty franchise, as we know, every time they go on sale, it's barely anything. If I remember correctly from what I saw on Reddit, let me check right now. Another sale, and again, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 not going below $9.99 and $19.99 USD. For games released in 2009 and 2011, fuck you, Activision. Well said. Okay, now we're checking out the top games under $5, because under $5, come on, who can drop that? Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. This game right here is a blast with family, friends. Honestly, I played it with my little brother and my little sister. We all had fun. You basically, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown because this is one game that I certainly believe deserves the applause. Basically, you or someone tries to disarm the bomb while your teammates, your friends, your family, they have the instruction manual, but you can't look at the instruction manual. They have to explain to you how to disarm the bomb without you looking at the instruction manual or without them looking at the bomb. Seriously fun. Check it out. At least. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the devs. Papers, Please. I have personally not played this, but my friend who has put so many hours into it, and he stands by his word that it is a blast of fun. So, this may be a bit biased since I'm a huge fan of the Batman games, but Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition, this is honestly the game that got me hooked into the Batman series. Amazing game. And if you're going to pick up that one, you may as well pick them all up. I mean, Why not? Outlast for $2.99. That's the cheapest heart attack I've ever seen. I guarantee you will not find a cheaper heart attack anywhere. Metro 2333 Redux and Metro Last Light Redux, $4.99 each. The only reason I haven't finished it was when I was finally getting really far into Redux, Metro 2033 Redux. When I was finally getting really far into the game, I reset my computer and the save file did not pass over. I've never been able to look past that since then. But you have a fresh start. Give it a try. Saints Row the Third, honestly, if you remember from the OG consoles, this was the game to play if you wanted to have a laugh. Broforce, I have heard nothing but good things about this. Spore, if you didn't hear about Spore when this game was announced, I don't know where you were. You were probably living under a rock. This game did not live up to its hype, but honestly, it was a freaking amazing game regardless. And for $4.99, who cares if it didn't fully meet its potential? It got pretty damn close. Sonic All-Stars Racing for $4.99. I swear this is the Mario Kart of the PC. Every time someone comes over, guess what we're playing? I'm whipping out I'm whipping out the Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. It's a blast from the past. Tomb Raider, $4.99. Absolutely great game. But I warn you, once you buy it, you're going to need to have to buy the second one because you're going to be hooked. Door Kickers for $2.99. Honestly, if you like really strategic games, you'll love that. You literally break into gangs and gang headquarters and whatnot without being detected. It's a blast. Here we go, another Batman game, Batman Arkham Origins for only $4.99. That is a great deal. GTA 5, I just want to announce it. They just got rid of the mods, and only because they were just banning everyone that went online on the PC version. And when they couldn't figure out why the system was banning people, they got rid of mods. So then it sort of excluded all outside sources because they didn't know how to get rid of just the hackers. Honestly, I can't recommend that. Prey for $39.59. I've seen a YouTuber do a let's play of this, and it seemed honestly everything I've been looking for in a Bethesda game in a long time. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year Edition. If you don't have this game already, just drop the money down. Well, if you were a fan of Skyrim, if you loved Fallout, you need to pick up The Witcher Wild Hunt. It's like that, but in my opinion, it has way better depth. Dark Souls 3 for $23.99. That's about the cheapest headache I've seen. Honestly, I gave up on the game on the first level. That's how damn hard it was for me. I take it back. The Fallout 4 Season Pass is $30. Either way, that still ends up like at $50. So honestly, it's still just not there yet. Just wait for the Game of the Year. Or if you just want to drop right now, Mr. Big Bucks, go ahead. Dishonored 2 for $19.99. I have heard nothing but good things, and the reviews here say mostly positive. Why not give it a shot? If you're willing to drop a bit more. These games are in the best selling, so obviously they're going to be a bit more expensive. If you're a fan of Ark, $14. Actually, I don't think that's that far from how much it usually costs. Watch, I'll show you guys. The historical's $9. What is it, $14 right now? Well, I think I think Steam just got hit with the hug of death again because it's showing the wrong prices. But if I remember correctly, it was $14. Yes, $14.69 right here. So let's check the price history. Because honestly, I don't think $14.99 is that low for this game. And for a game that has been in early access for forever, if I'm not mistaken, and hasn't really been fixed overall with its performance issues, yeah, it's just not that good of a deal. If it's actually $14, if it's $9.99 like it's saying right here, then yeah, I would see that. But if it's actually $14, honestly, it's gone $5 cheaper, even not during the summer sale. So why would you drop $5 more during what's supposed to be the biggest sale event of the year? So honestly, that's pretty much it for me. I hope my recommendations might have helped you out, but really, I hope what you mainly take from this video is the tips. You've got to check, is there any deal? You've got to check steamdb.info. It will only show you the current deals, and I'm not sure if that does price history as well, but if it doesn't, check, is there any deal? You'll check the price history. Maybe it was like $25 last week, and then now it's saying it's on sale for $30. That's just wait until the summer sale is over. Like, honestly, some companies are just trying to trick you, so just keep a lookout. Is there any deal? Helps you out immensely, so you don't actually have to hunt down the price history on your own. It's all easily at your fingertips. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, or don't, dislike, leave a hateful comment, unsubscribe, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Enjoy the summer sale.